We went to Miami to record this with Scott Storch. We were dating at the time, and you know, it was supposed to be like a fun vacation trip, but we knew we were working too at the same time. And one night, it was like close to the weekend that I was getting ready to leave. We were in the studio, and you know, he was just letting us hear other records he had done for other artists. And I had my whole Brooklyn crew in there, and he was just going through songs. And he was like, oh, I got this other record that it's like a Spanish Harlem kind of record. He thought it was Spanish Harlem, but when we heard it, I was like, as soon as he dropped it, we all just started doing our Brooklyn dances. I said, Scott, that's not Spanish Harlem, that's Brooklyn. You know, he was happy, like, oh gosh, she finally loves something. And we were just in there vibing, and I just loved the song. Went in the studio, came time for me to lay my vocals. The first word that came out my mouth, it was a melody. Like, I just started singing. I don't know where it came from. I just started like harmonizing and singing it, and it just all the way through, perfect. I come from and I think I almost did it in like one take. Press Love is playing the drums, like live, and it just was so hot. And it took us a couple of days to get the hook together. You know, we had reached out to a few reggae artists too, who was unable to do it. So I was like, I'll do it. I'll do that myself. And I did it, and thank God I did do it myself, because it was just a masterpiece. When I dropped that record for my record company, they felt it right away, and it was almost like, whew. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy because I want them to know, like, I'm really not who y'all probably thought I was all these years. And one thing about this record is I was compared to Lauren a lot on the record. She's so versatile with her flows and the way she comes across on each record on her album is different. That's how I like to be. I don't like for each record to sound the same. We played it for DJs. They immediately grabbed onto it. I mean, Mr. C, I love him for, you know, just supporting that record too, because he's from Brooklyn. And with Mr. C loving it and him being from Brooklyn, I knew I had a smash too. Then it came time to do the video. While we were at the video shoot, we were with the first director, and, you know, we gave him our ideas for the treatment, and, you know, he seemed to definitely be on the same page as us.
Had called me, and she really wanted to come back and do something real street, real ghetto. She wanted to get that same kind of a feel, that same sort of documentary-like approach of the hood.
And then when we got a lot of things that we needed, you know, and we were like, oh no, we're gonna probably have to do another shoot, another day. So then we got another director to do a pickup day, and we got more shots that put the whole essence of what Brooklyn really is, and, you know, how we would rep Brooklyn, and we put it together. So I had help from 2 directors on that video. For the most part, I think the video came out very good, you know what I'm saying? From a scale of 1 to 10, I give a video, I give it a 9. Naked Truth, it just fits so perfectly. Julie Greenwald, my big sister, Julie came up with the Naked Truth, and it just fit so perfect, especially with the situation that I was going through, and also my personal situations in which I was going through. And considering on the album, I'm really getting personal, you know, that was a great title. I went personal on this album because I felt it was about time. I felt it was about time to really, you know, give my fans a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes in my personal life. Because a lot of people want to know. There was a lot balled up inside of me. And rather than put that energy somewhere else, I said, I might as well put it into my album and make a great album that my fans would appreciate. 90% of the fans of hip-hop, they want to hear truthful things. They want to hear what you're feeling. You know what I mean? They want to hear what you were feeling when you were going through a crazy adversity that the whole world knows that you were going through. They want to hear about that stuff. And I think that, you know, my fans have been so supportive that they, you know, they deserve that. I don't think about it. I don't think about it. Like I said, I try not to really be afraid of anything. I'm a God-fearing person, and God has been on my side. He's been on my shoulder. He's been arm to arm with me. So that's how I'm going in there. I've been pretty blessed. So I've gone through so much. What else could affect me? What else could happen to me now? Plus, I'm from Brooklyn. I would. But not only that, but you know what? I don't look at it like, oh my gosh, I'm going into prison with a bunch of girls, or a bunch of girls who's gonna be this way, a bunch of girls. I don't stereotype, because you don't know what something's gonna be like until you're there. There's a lot of women in the feds who don't belong there, way more than I don't belong there. So you've got good people in there too. I mean, let's face it, look, I'm going in there. Everybody know I don't belong there. Everybody knows I'm a good person. And then there's probably gonna be a lot of negative people in there, but you wanna know something? That's going on in this world right now. So what? You know, I mean, I'm probably locked up right out here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I've been taught to be a really strong young woman. And you know what? I'm going in there to help somebody else. And you know what? They might be inspiration for me too. So, you know what I'm saying? I love love. You love me, I'm gonna love you back. You ain't got love for me, I ain't got no love for you. Don't underestimate me though.